What's going on, guys? Edrone here, and I want to take this time and have a nice discussion with all of you who are watching this, any of my subscribers, any of my followers, and this video is going to pertain to the DJI Mavic Air, so stay tuned. Real quick, I wanted to make this video live, but because of my cellular service and my satellite Wi-Fi out here in the sticks, going live has just been a terrible experience out here. I have not gotten hardly any service out here. Every time I try to go live, it's real blotchy and it breaks up. It just doesn't look good. So instead of going live, what I'm going to do is just put this video out, and I know because it's not live, it's not going to be as interactive, but I want you guys to utilize the comment section. Utilize the comments. I want to talk about how I'm feeling right now, not particularly what's happened to me, but what has happened to others who own the DJI Mavic Air, and how DJI has responded, and how they have kind of gone about the customer service of this ongoing issue with the new .0400 firmware. Now, real quick, I'm going to pop up the firmware that I have currently on my DJI Mavic Air and let you know that I have not been having hardly any issues at all. And I'm actually a little bit terrified to update my firmware because of all these horror stories I keep seeing about on the forums, online, on videos, on YouTube. A lot of people are having issues with this .0400, or at least that's the way it is seeming. I don't want to go out there and say for a fact that this is happening to a lot of people, but the way it seems like it's happening to a lot. I will say that I have heard from some people who have not been having any issues with the .0400 firmware, and they are enjoying their Mavic Air like they did before they did the update. But the fact that I keep hearing more and more issues with the .0400 firmware and compatibility issues with the DJI Go app, this makes me a little nervous to update. So let me start off by saying that my phone automatically updated to the newest DJI Go app on its own. I did not do it intentionally. It did it on its own when I plugged it to a charger at home, and then the Wi-Fi got connected. Those things simultaneously combined caused all of my apps to update to the newest versions. That's just something that happens on my phone. So now I have the newest version of the DJI Go 4 app, but I have the .0300 firmware on my Mavic Air, and I've been flying a couple times, and I've had zero issues. I've had no warnings, no gimbal issues, no yaw twitching or spinning, no uncontrollable flights. So let me start off by saying that when DJI released this new .0400 firmware was back in May. It is now September, so it's been quite a little bit of time has passed in between now and when they released that .0400 firmware. So it makes me almost wonder now with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and Mavic 2 Zoom being released, is this why there's not been a fix for all these issues that some people have been having? Or is it just not a widespread enough issue to where DJI feels like there needs to be a fix put out? This is all questions that I definitely want to know. And as of right now, until I get some definitive answers, I'm not updating this craft unless they tell me that, hey, you're not going to be able to fly unless you do. So if I can keep flying on the .0300 firmware, that's what I'm going to do. So another thing that makes me a little bit suspicious of DJI is on the forums, the DJI technical support employees who have been responding to the various issues with the .0400 firmware, they have been saying that DJI is looking into the fix and they will let them know when the new firmware is to be released to fix this, whatever these issues are. Normally it doesn't take that long from May till September to put out a firmware update to fix issues. So, and then I've heard that, oh, it had nothing to do with the firmware, it was all the DJI Go 4 app. The compatibility with the app and the DJI Mavic Air weren't communicating properly, and that's why, you know, Mavics were just kind of crazy, doing all kinds of crazy things, not performing the way they were supposed to. I will say that I got one of the earlier batches of the DJI Mavic Air. As soon as it came out, I was super excited, and I ordered this drone right when it came out. So this is one of the first Mavic Airs that DJI actually, you know, built. Well, not one of the first, but you know what I'm saying, of the first batches. So I don't know if there's so much conspiracy out here now, and I know it's a bigger issue than what some are saying, just because, you know, when I put out a video about a firmware update, and it gets over 10,000 views in the course of a month, people are having issues. They want to know what's going on. And I wish I had answers to give you. All I can say right now is I have a lot of speculation, and, you know, I've had a good experience not updating my firmware. I'm not going to update my firmware as of right now. But I will say that I've had a good experience with my Mavic Air, with the new DJI Go 4 app, and with the .0300 firmware that I'm running on this. So it leads me to question, you know, why has DJI not put out a firmware update if this is such a widespread issue? If it's not a widespread issue, then that would answer, I guess, why DJI has not put out a fix, because, oh, you know, it's only, you know, maybe a couple hundred out of the hundreds of thousands they've sold, so that's not, you know, considered a widespread problem. That, and then the fact that DJI, I'm sure, has been completely busy and, you know, worried about getting this Mavic 2 out on the market, which they have done. But I feel like they kind of rushed it, because I've seen a lot of videos also, and a lot of, you know, forum with a lot of issues with the Mavic 2s now. So it just leads me to wonder, you know, has DJI's, you know, construction of the drones, has it gone downhill some? Are they too worried about getting product out before other companies and trying to, you know, kind of flood the market and, you know, be the best in the market, to where they're starting to go down their QC? You know, that's something you used to never really have to worry about. When you bought a DJI product, you know, you didn't have to worry about issues and stuff not working correctly, and having all these, you know, bugs. And I mean, normally, I mean, I know there has been some, don't get me wrong, there has been some, but for the most part, when you bought a DJI product, you were buying a quality product, something that you know was gonna, you know, last, and it was built with great quality and good, you know, quality control. So it makes me wonder, you know, has their quality control gone down? And are they sacrificing quality control to pump out product, you know, to meet the high demand for, you know, these drones? Let me know in the comments. I want you guys to be interactive with this. Let me know everything you're thinking. If you agree, if you disagree. Right now, I have to say, as a DJI consumer, okay, because I bought all my products, you know, as a consumer. I've not had anything given to me, handed to me. Everything I've bought and purchased with my own money. And I have to say, as a consumer, I, right now, am very pleased with DJI, but there seems like there's a lot that are not. And I'm just wondering, if I were to update the firmware on this Mavic Air, what would happen? Would I have a good experience, a bad experience? I don't know, but I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm just going to leave this in the older firmware. I don't want to take that risk. So I hope you don't blame me for not wanting to do that. I feel like another little catch-all about this new firmware is, once you upload the newest firmware, you're supposedly not able to go back to previous versions of firmware. That right there is almost like, is that a gimmick? Is DJI trying to implement a gimmick to get Mavic Air owners who just bought Mavic Air, spent $700 on this drone, which I think is phenomenal. right now. At the making of this video and right now, you know, I've had nothing but good experiences with this drone. Ever since I got it, it has just really blown my mind, and it's been a wonderful tool. It's worked exactly the way it's supposed to. It's been very reliable. It's gotten great distance. I've gotten great image transmission. I've had zero problems. So that right there, you know, it makes me wonder. This new .0400 firmware came out in May, then comes out the Mavic 2 about a month ago. So we're looking at August. The Mavic 2 came out. So is it possible? And this is. Let me just start off by saying that this is all completely my opinions and my thoughts, okay, and my ideas. This is none of this has been proven. None of this is fact. This is just me thinking, okay. So I'm just thinking, is it possible that DJI could have put out a firmware to purposely kind of sabotage the way the Mavic Air behaved and handled in order to get us to just go ahead and upgrade to the Mavic Pro? I don't know. I mean, it seems like the release of these two drones were very close to one another from what DJI traditionally does when they, you know, when they put a product out. You know, the Mavic Air came out, and then shortly after, you know, a couple months after, you know, not a couple months, but a decent amount of time. But I didn't feel like the Mavic Air was out that long before Mavic 2, you know, is coming out. So I don't know. I mean, there's enough space of time in between the two drones being released that it may have nothing to do with wanting Mavic Air owners to upgrade to the Mavic Pro. That might just be pure speculation on my part. But it just seems awful funny that the Mavic Air comes out, is working great, comes out, you know, everybody's reviewing it, it's working flawlessly, everybody's loving it, best drone ever for the price. And then the Mavic 2 comes out, and then the new firmware comes out for this drone. You hear a whole bunch of problems, whole bunch of issues. Then the Mavic 2 comes out, and now it's having issues as well. I don't know. I feel like there's been, here recently anyway, more bad stuff I'm hearing about DJI than good. And I don't think that was the case previously. Normally, DJI had a very good name. You didn't hear very many stories about, you know, things going wrong. But, you know, I'm sure they were. Things do always go wrong. You're not always going to get, you know, 100%. It's not a perfect world. You're not going to get 100% perfect product every time. And you also have user error, you know, piloting error. Somebody didn't calibrate, you know, correctly, stuff like that. So you have to take that into account. I understand that. But I really want to do this live, guys, but like I said, my Wi-Fi is terrible. So this is the closest I'm going to get, but I want you to get interactive in the comments. Put your thoughts and opinions and ideas down in the comments. Please don't, you know, don't get mad at anybody's comments. Don't get mad at anybody's opinions. I know this is a heated topic right now. This could create a lot of controversy amongst people. I'm not looking for anybody to be, you know, arguing or being mean to others because of their opinion. You know, this is America. We all have a right to our opinion. That's why we love this great and amazing country. So please put your opinions down in the comments. How do you feel about DJI now in 2018? How do you feel about these firmware updates? Has it affected you personally? Has this new firmware affected your Mavic Air to where you feel like you're grounded and you can't do anything but buy another drone? Put it down in the comments. I'd be very interested to hear from all you guys who have experienced this. Please share this video as much as possible. I want to get as much awareness about this as I can, because, you know, the fact that DJI has not put out a newer firmware since May for the Mavic Air, and all these issues seem to be plaguing a lot of Mavic Airs. If it is in fact a lot, I don't know 100% if it is affected a lot, or, you know, you're just hearing from, you know, a couple hundred people who are having issues over the tens of hundreds of thousands that are out there. But if it's affected you, I want to know about it. Put it down in the comments. Let me know how you were affected. Let me know your opinions. How do you think DJI has handled this? Do you think they've handled it correctly? Do you think they've handled it unprofessionally? Do you think DJI's you know, quality control is like it's always been? Is it better? Is it worse? I want to know what you guys think. Put it down in the comments. As of right now, for me personally, I love this drone, and the thought of it like acting crazy and not, you know, being as reliable as I know it is now is enough to scare me away from not going to this new firmware until I get some answers. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Man, my channel is growing, so I'm just so thrilled at my channel. I'm getting close to the 2,000 sub mark. Man, I got a blowout giveaway coming. 2,000 subs. Get it, guys, better be ready for a blowout, smash out giveaway. I got a great giveaway in mind I'm going to do for the channel and for you guys, because you guys make it happen. That's why I make this content. It's not for me, it's for you, and I want to give back. So we're going to do a blowout 2,000 sub giveaway. I can't wait. Just stay tuned. Hit that bell icon so you know when I put out the latest videos. You'll know when I do details about this new giveaway, because I'll be releasing them soon. As the closer we get to 2,000, the closer you'll hear more and more clues about this giveaway. But thanks so much, guys, for watching. And until next time, edrone and the Mavic Air out.